writers of The Greatest Showman. We triple dog dare you to get your tickets today. Leadcenter.org.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers. Starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
Looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through December at Landmark Implement, choose from a 12-month waiver on model year 2023 through 2025 John Deere 6 through 9 series tractors, sprayers, and combines. Or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by 6.35% for another 36 months. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, I'm Scott Miller, Business Development Officer at Midwest Bank's Lincoln branches. As a lifelong Lincolnite with over 30 years of experience in financial management, I'm here to help your business grow and succeed. My focus is building strong relationships with businesses and clients across Lincoln. Because at Midwest Bank, we believe banking is about people, not just numbers. Visit us at midwest.bank or stop by one of our Lincoln locations. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Guess what you could be getting as a gift this year?
Another year of free oil changes?
Nope. I'll give you a clue. Onk, onk.
I don't know. 6 geese a laying?
No.
Vacuum cleaner?
Better. This has 4-wheel drive.
The Nebraska Lottery's Yuletide Ride promotion is back?
Yep. Until January 20th, I just enter non-winning Merry Money holiday scratch tickets online, and we could win an SUV.
We?
Sorry, you.
Merry Money top prize odds vary by game.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Power Hour with two-time national champion Todd Uhlir. Powered by Window World of Lincoln and SetTheBarSups.com.
All right, good morning and happy Saturday, Husker Nation. You're locked into episode 64 of the Power Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and streaming live at theticketfm.com. I'm your host, Todd Uhlir, two-time national champion. And we've got a loaded show today as college football hits the most exciting stretch of the year, the college football playoff. Now, we had a game last night, but we're going to talk about some of the debates, the matchups, the controversies, and teams that believe this is their year. We're breaking it all down. Who's in, who got left out, and who we think is built to win it all. And right here at home, the Huskers are bowl bound. They're prepping for that right now. We're going to talk about what this bowl game means for the program, the momentum it creates, and why it matters far beyond just one game. Plus, while the volleyball season didn't end the way we hoped, the excellence continues. 4 Nebraska volleyball players were named All-Americans this week, a testament to the culture, consistency, and championship standard that program represents. So from playoff pressure to bowl prep to celebrating Husker greatness, this episode is packed with energy and pride and perspective. So grab your coffee, lock in, and let's get after it. The Power Hour starts right now. All right, so college football playoff started last night, and it started kind of the way I thought it would. I thought Oklahoma would handle Alabama since they beat them the first time. but obviously, they're up 17. I almost turned it off.
Mhm.
Kind of glad I didn't. I was like, I got to be up early, drive to Lincoln. I was home in Norfolk. I thought, man, I'm just going to turn this off and go to bed. No, Oklahoma decided, hey, let's not punt the ball.
Mhm.
Let's throw a pick six. Let's just hand this over to Alabama. And I texted my good friend Kevin last night. I said, hey, how'd your day go? Da, 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 da. I said, hey, and he goes, good. How are you doing? And I said, I'm watching this Oklahoma-Alabama game. I'm hoping both teams lose, right? So obviously, me growing up as a huge Husker fan, and then obviously playing for them, we hated Oklahoma. So
Yeah.
we always said our favorite team was the Huskers, and whoever's playing Oklahoma. That's kind of how I was raised. And so but I really wanted Oklahoma to beat Alabama because I probably at this point don't like Alabama more than I don't like Oklahoma since we don't play them every year anymore. But what a start to this. Alabama comes back, wins 34-24. That field goal, I thought it was good.
I thought it was good too. I think that's one of the, just as a referee, one of the toughest things. They did kind of go over it, is that if it goes straight over, it's not
right. The whole ball has to be inside.
Yeah, and if it goes over
it's
the
not
goalpost,
good.
they also can't review it. So there was no way, even if maybe it was a little bit inside, it was over, so they weren't able to review.
Yeah, no review. They're gonna, in this day and age of all the cameras we have.
Yeah,
how do we not just have that on automatic?
Yeah,
right. That should just. I mean, get a little double back tape on the inside.
I know. Yeah, just put cameras right on the top of it. Yeah,
right?
that would have been perfect.
It's not rocket science here, guys. And leaving that up to, those were Big Ten officials last night. I don't want to go out and say anything about Big Ten officials, but they have not been kind to us over the course of however many years we've been in the Big Ten. But man, we got to fix that. So I think that should be, once again, I mean, I can buy a Bluetooth camera for a little bit of nothing and just stick it on the inside of the thing and shoot it straight up, and you'll see, did the ball completely cross or not? Shouldn't even be an on the field call. It should just be, and that's for every field goal, every extra point should just be an automatic. Let's watch the video. Yep, it's good. Okay. So obviously most of them are not that close. They're either way out or, right down the middle for the most part. But that, I think, changed the game, right? In my opinion, that missed field goal. And once again, just maybe the kid should have just made it. It looked pretty windy there last night. So obviously it was pretty windy here over the course of the week. So, but let's talk about, so Alabama moves on and they get, hey, congratulations, you won. You get the number one team now, right? Which is Indiana, who now has the Heisman Trophy winner on the team. I hate to, I want Indiana to win. I think most Husker fans probably do. Maybe I'm wrong. You can text in to the text line if you disagree with me. I kind of want Indiana to win this whole thing. We do have to play them next year. So let's get it. Let's get their national championship out of the way. They can have a little lull, especially with I don't think their quarterback's coming back. Does he have another year?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's a senior.
He is a senior. I mean, he's going to be more than likely the number one draft pick.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you go, even if you had another year? But yeah, I want to see them win. But the Heisman Trophy curse is a real deal, in my opinion. It's been not good to people. And so, except for Charlie Ward, who won the Heisman Trophy in 1993 and did come out and beat Nebraska, they didn't beat Nebraska. The refs beat Nebraska in that game, and I will stand by that. We had Corey Dixon return a punt for a touchdown that would have given us the game, but there was a clipping call on it, which there was no clipping anywhere. We watched the film several times. No clipping whatsoever. So still, I mean, he did Florida State did get the national championship. It was awarded to them, but we all know in Nebraska that was our national championship. So I should be a 3-time, and actually could have been a 4-time had I not blown my shoulder and ended my career early. I could have had 4 national championship rings, which would have been crazy. And that's the thing with the playoff now, I think, too. Can Ohio State, so Ohio State's sitting at home right now, resting, relaxing. Caleb Downs won like 85 awards.
Yeah.
The guy's phenomenal. They do have a phenomenal team, but they're sitting at home resting, watching these games today. Who do they get the winner of? I don't even know.
Ohio State gets the winner of. They get the game starting at 11. Winner of Miami and Texas A&M.
Ohio State does?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, congratulations. So they got one of the hardest teams, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, I think Texas A&M being ranked 7th with 1 loss.
Yeah, you would almost, if you're Ohio State, you would almost rather you were the 3 seed. I would rather play the winner of Tulane and Ole Miss rather than the winner of this one.
Especially now with the coaching change, right? So
yeah.
So right after this show, Miami and Texas A&M will kick off, and I think I'm rooting for Texas A&M. I hate Miami. Sorry, always will. So always root against that. So maybe I hate too many other programs, right? And maybe hate's the wrong word. Dislike.
You can hate
very
them
much. So, so I'm definitely going to be cheering for A&M. I don't have any beef with A&M by any means. I want to get to their stadium.
That's sweet.
Kyle Field. I have not been there. That's one of the bucket list stadiums I haven't been to yet. I want to go see that. But they were talking so much about this home field advantage for the first game, and last year, blowouts at home. And obviously that trend was axed last night when Alabama walked into, and have you been to Oklahoma?
I have not.
Well, I was there when they beat us in 01. Not fun. And they tore the goalpost down. It's pretty crazy. And we sat and watched the whole time while they tore them down. And
that's a compliment to Nebraska.
Yeah, absolutely. And great stadium, great atmosphere. And, I was watching college football or what, pregame with Herb Street and those guys and Saban. And they all said, hey, round 2 needs to be at home too. I think that's a great idea. I think that would be fun in those environments. But I'm looking at the home field advantage for Texas A&M, Kyle Field, Miami. They've lost to who? They lost to Louisville and
SMU.
Like, do these guys really belong in here? I mean, they did beat Notre Dame, but at this point, and so early on last night in all the socials, you had all the Notre Dame fans out there. See, Oklahoma's horrible. I can't believe we got left out of this. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, well, it's 17-0. And then Alabama comes back. And then you hear all the Notre Dame fans say, both these teams suck.
Yeah.
They're horrible. Like, okay, well, they both, I believe they both belong in there with their records and their strength of schedules and being in the SEC conference. So, but yeah, so you're not going to, no Notre Dame fan out there is happy whether Oklahoma was winning or Alabama was winning. So getting a conference, Notre Dame, even if it's the ACC. But if you really had kahunas, you come to the Big Ten or the SEC and come play some real strength of schedule stuff.
I think if they ever did join a conference, I think they would just go to the ACC.
Right. I mean, they're in the ACC with everything.
Yeah, everything basketball, pretty much every other sport. But
now their AD is, adamantly come out against the ACC.
Yeah.
For kind of promoting Miami for the playoff. And, and then of course, Notre Dame being the crybabies they declined their bowl game, which is absolutely horrible. And, in my opinion, like, go play the game. Like, it would have been, more practices for your kids, a great experience for the kids to travel. I got to go to 3 bowl games. Phenomenal. Granted, they were all national championship games, so maybe a little different experience than just a regular bowl game, but it's still a lot of fun, and it's definitely something that helps guys. Like, it makes the whole fall worth it. When you get that trip, you get to go, see sights. Like, we went to Miami 2 times, and then we went to Phoenix the second time for the Fiesta, or the third time for the Fiesta Bowl. And just that made the whole season worth it, right? So Notre Dame, shame on you. You could lose every game too, and I'd be happy. So I'm, but I think I have Texas A&M winning this game, Tristan. I don't think I don't. The spread right now is 2.5. The overs or the 48.5 points. I think it's probably going to go over, and I think A&M might. I know Miami's got a good defense, but I think A&M, if their quarterback comes out and does what he's capable of, he's a phenomenal quarterback. They got a great offense. I think they might score 48 on Miami alone. So that's what I got in the first game. Second game, 2:30 p.m. Central here in Nebraska. Tulane, Ole Miss. This is a rematch. Ole Miss beat the boots off of them the last time with 45-10, I believe is what you said. I didn't research that too well. This will, obviously Notre Dame is saying, hey, James Madison and Tulane shouldn't have got in. We should have. But this is how it's set up currently. Obviously, I think there'll be changes made. There'll be the Notre Dame rule next year. So if Notre Dame is ranked in the top 25,
top 12,
they get in. No, top 25, they'll get in over, the other, group of 5.
Mm-hmm.
They get in no matter what, as long as they're in the top 25. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But so obviously Ole Miss lost their coach. Half the coaching staff is staying to coach. It sounds like half the staff's leaving for LSU with Kiffin once this game's done, but they couldn't just like, hey, see ya, you guys are in the college football playoff. I don't know if Kiffin wanted to stay and coach this.
He did. I think that was the big debacle that they had.
And the AD said, no, you're gone. So I think Ole Miss probably has that little chip on their shoulder, as you kind of mentioned to me earlier, that, hey, we want to go out and prove that we're a good team no matter who the coach is. So I think Tulane, get ready. What are they, the Green Wave?
They are the Green Wave.
I think the Green Wave is going to be green garbage at the end of the day, and Ole Miss is going to take it to them. And prove me wrong, Tulane. I think the most interesting one is going to be the evening game here. It kicks off at 6:30 p.m. Oregon versus James Madison. James Madison, obviously where Kurt Signetti came from, and has won a lot of games over the course of the last umpteen years. They're 12-1. Obviously don't play the schedule that an Oregon plays or even a Nebraska plays. So are they ready for this test against Oregon? And, as a Big Ten, fan, with Nebraska being in the Big Ten, you want Oregon to beat the brakes off these guys, right? Because we want to just say, hey, the Big Ten is the Big Ten. Obviously, I want Indiana, Oregon, or Ohio State in the championship game, and just show our dominance of Big Ten football. You don't get everything you wish for, but I think that's a very good possibility, right? So that game, once again, Oregon favored by 20.5 points. Mississippi, Ole Miss is favored by 16.5. I mean, are these games we really want to watch? And then whoever did the scheduling of the games did it horribly, in my opinion. They put the first game of the day as the best game at 11 a.m. I would have liked to seen Miami, Texas A&M in prime time, last game of the day. Get that Tulane, Ole Miss, James Madison, Oregon out of the way, so that we can all be pumped up for the A&M Miami game. But we're going to see that here in about 45 minutes kickoff. So what do you think is the winner of Texas A&M Miami will play Ohio State?
Yep.
Obviously, Indiana's got
Alabama
now. And then you've got Texas Tech sitting there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they going to get?
They get the winner of Oregon, James Madison.
Okay, so Oregon.
Yeah.
So Texas Tech, Oregon. And then you got Georgia versus Ole Miss, more than likely. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think that's good for Oregon that they got Texas Tech versus Georgia.
I think Oregon was very happy with that 5 because last year we saw them get that bye, be the 1 seed, and they had to take on Ohio State in the Rose Bowl, and it was brutal. So I think Oregon's very happy. They don't have to play. They don't have to wait, days for a bye, and then out of the top 4, they get number 4 Texas Tech. Which, if I had a choice, I would want them over either the others.
Over the other 3, and I mean, they were in that game with Indiana the whole time. It was a great football game to watch. And so then after that, if we can get Oregon to beat Texas Tech in the Big Ten and we get Ohio State to win, then who matches up? And I think Georgia obviously will beat Ole Miss. I think.
I would think so. I just anytime Georgia plays, I always just have so much faith in Kirby Smart.
Did you watch the Tennessee game? How did they win that game?
I did. I have no clue.
I don't know how they won that game. They felt like they were losing until the last second.
Yeah.
It's
also crazy in college football how often it seems like teams just beat themselves. And we saw with Oklahoma last night.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's not even the other team just being dominant. It's just this team didn't really want to win.
Well, and I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they wanted to win. It was just like, how did you throw that pass to there wasn't even a receiver there.
No.
I mean, and I get that maybe the receiver didn't get the right call, but you still threw it right to the guy, and the punter deciding.
Drop it.
He didn't really try. He just didn't really kick it.
Yeah.
He went to kick it and didn't kick it. What are you doing? I've never seen that. I don't think. So then the next matchups would be who? You got Indiana. If Indiana beats
Bama,
they will take on who? Texas Tech
or Oregon. Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, one of the Big Ten teams goes down there.
Yeah, but there's a good opportunity for 3 Big Ten teams to be in the semifinals, which would be a really good look.
So then if Ohio State wins and Georgia wins, that would be those 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe Ohio State still they're the defending champions. I know Indiana beat them, but honestly, I think Ohio State beat themselves a little bit in that game. If you look at it.
Missed field goals. Yeah.
Missed field. Going forward on 4th, not getting it, things like that. Ohio State's got to be pretty pumped up about the fact that we gave that game away.
Mm-hmm.
If we get them again and we don't make those mistakes, we beat them. Mm-hmm. So I think they're lined up. I don't want Ohio State to win again. I want Indiana
I definitely
to win.
don't.
But it is pretty darn hard to beat a good team twice in a year, right? So the best bet for Indiana is Ohio State get bumped off by Georgia or who else is A&M or Miami, right? So I don't know. Is Ohio State still hungry? They just super talented, right? I think a lot we obviously the most talented team left is Ohio State, in my opinion. They have the most talent on their team. Their quarterback, never really battle tested until Indiana. Now he's got that under his belt. I don't like the kid personally, but he's got great receivers. He's got a great offensive line. He did have to run for his life a little bit against Indiana. Indiana did a great job of trying to pressure him, and he threw a pick. So I think it's going to be interesting how these quarterbacks do now. You're not playing every game. You're going to have pressure. You're going to have to make, those split-second decisions that matter. And I thought we saw that last night with both quarterbacks. And I think Mateer made more mistakes. Is Mateer, right?
Yep.
He just made more mistakes than the other quarterback. I think that's what we're going to see today in the Texas Tech Miami game. Whichever quarterback makes the least amount of mistakes, that team will probably win, right? And I think too, like, I'm not worried about the other 2 games. I don't think that's an issue. But I think the next round matchups will be the similar, like who makes the least amount of mistakes. And they're going for it on 4th and goal right there for Ohio State against Indiana. There's a huge non-pickup. And, young quarterback, he had the first down. He just for some reason put his knee down. Like, what were you doing? But that happens in big games like that. So obviously Ryan Day's coaching staff's been through this. Well, their defensive coordinator hasn't, but he seems to be doing just fine as the new defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. And so that's going to be interesting. So and I think talent gets you so far, but it's going to be discipline and toughness, right? That wins this title. I think Indiana's probably more disciplined than in Ohio State's more talented, right? And I think that's why they won the Big Ten championship. They're just a little more disciplined. They do the small things right, and they're maybe not as talented, right? And that showed up in that game. So yeah, big day in college football. Going to be a lot of fun. I will be helping babysit my granddaughter, so that will be interesting how much football I actually get to watch. But that's all right. I'd rather spend time with her than watch football. We'll catch all the highlights, right? And it is who's peaking at the right time. It's really about who's peaking. I think Texas Tech has got to prove something here. They've come from nowhere to, from 0 to hero pretty quick. Obviously, Indiana played in this last year, so it's their second year. Texas Tech's first year. So I think we'll see kind of who's peaking at the right time. And obviously Texas Tech beating BYU in the Big 12 championship. I wasn't that impressed with, beating BYU for the second time. I'm just not impressed right now with the Big 12 football.
Yeah,
in
I
general.
agree with that.
It's a pretty weak schedule in my opinion. So these guys are, Texas Tech's going to have to strap them up. That great defense, fun quarterback to watch. It's going to be some great football. I think it's going to be better than last year's playoffs, except for the first 2 games here. But we kind of had that happen last year too in the first couple. Like Ohio State just went crazy on whoever they played. Penn State beat the doors off of
SMU. Yeah.
So, we still had a couple of those. So, but all right. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the Huskers. They have earned themselves a postseason opportunity. We're going to talk about that. I'm not a big bowl game guy. Like, I don't do bowl picks and that kind of stuff, so I don't even really know. I'm just kind of interested in the playoff in Husker Bowl. But we're going to talk about what that means to this Husker program. Maybe speak on, one of our colleagues here, Sipple, got Matt Rule pretty fired up yesterday. If you didn't hear that, it's all over social media. Coach Rule was pretty upset. And it's funny because we talked about it on Window World Wednesday about this potentially. Bach asked me, he goes, "Do you think this is a rebuilding year?" And I said, well, be careful how you say that. Right? So, but all right, when we come back, we're going to talk about the bowl game. So stick with us here on 93.7 The Ticket. This is the Power Hour.
Omaha Steaks is the official sponsor of tailgating. From legendary burgers to mouth-watering steaks, deli-style franks, and so much more, you'll elevate your next game day get-together with America's original butcher. Now you have the chance to be the ultimate gift giver this holiday season. Visit omahasteaks.com/theticket for 16 free Omaha Steaks smash burgers on your order of $129 or more, plus 50% off site-wide. That's 16 free smash burgers at omahasteaks.com/theticket. See the website for details. Happy holidays from Omaha Steaks. Do you want boots that actually feel good on your feet? Meindl delivers premium German-engineered comfort, brought to you right here from Nebraska. Built tough for trails, fields, and everyday wear, and backed by Meindl's Comfort Promise, so you can try them on with confidence. Use promo code THETICKET at MeindlUSA.com, spelled MEINDL, for free shipping. That's MeindlUSA.com. Meindl, comfort you have to feel to believe.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2026 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we're back here on the Power Hour. This segment is fueled by setthebarsubs.com, helping athletes and everyday grinders perform, recover, and level up. And right now, through Christmas Eve, it's buy one, get one 50% off at setthebarsubs.com. So whether you're looking for creatine, protein, top-level stuff everywhere, pre-workouts, intra-workouts, post-workouts, you name it, we've got it. Setthebarsubs.com. Buy one, get one 50% off. Mix and match. Enjoy that special while it lasts. That's Set the Bar Subs Christmas present to all of you out there. So let's talk Nebraska football for a little bit. A lot going on. Number one, we're going to a bowl game for the second year in a row. It's awesome. It's the, I don't know, whatever,
something distribution.
Las Vegas, yeah, pretty much just the Las Vegas
Bowl.
Yeah.
Been to Vegas. People ask me, "Are you going to the bowl game?" No, I'm not going to. I've been to Vegas enough times. I haven't been there in quite a while, so I'm sure it's changed quite a bit. But my son will get to go with the team. I think they fly out the 26th, so they'll be there for 5 days. Play on December 31st, so New Year's Eve, and it's. I just always like to talk about my bowl experiences. It's the time you get out of the state. You're in a hotel. You're going to practice every day. And so in 1993, we were playing Florida State, and I was scout team running back. I've talked about this several times. It was horrible, worst experience of my life. Glad I went through it. Made me tougher, but also gave me a lot of concussions that they didn't really care about back then. And I remember, that whole month leading up to, because we beat Oklahoma, we're going to play Florida State. So obviously we're watching film, and about a week after we got into it, into practicing, I got called up and they said, "Hey, Todd, we're going to move you to receiver for scout team." I'm like, sweet. I don't have to run the ball. And they're like, "Nope, but you're going to be this guy." They actually put number 12's jersey on me so that everybody knew who number 12 was. And number 12 for Florida State, don't remember his name. He ran underneath every play. And it was the middle linebacker's job to put number 12 on the ground every single play. So it was actually worse. It was horrible. And so that's what I did all of December, getting ready for Florida State, was run an underneath route every single time and get laid out by Mike Anderson and Bill Ellis and all those Doug Coleman. And so they would turn, like, as soon as they said pass, they'd turn and look for me. And if I didn't run hard, like, Kevin Steele would scream at me, like I've never been screamed at before. So I always typically tried to run hard, give him a good look. We didn't do scout team player of the week or any of that stuff, but I remember the coaches at some point, all the defensive coaches kind of coming up to me and say, "Hey, we appreciate what you're doing."
Yeah.
And that it was not fun. College football for the first year was not fun. And I don't know how your experience was, but with college, but the first years was rough. Made it through though. Glad I did. So these guys get to practice. We're playing Utah, ranked 13th in the country, just outside of the college football playoff. We have not beat a ranked opponent in, like, since my son was born. It seems like, I don't know, 2016. It's been a while. I don't know how many it is in a row. It's a lot.
I think
30,
we might be at 28 or 29
it's
right
like
now.
a lot. So we've got a lot to prove here. Obviously, there's been some shakeup in the coaching. We've Coach Rule decided, hey, we're gonna make some changes here. I think he called it some tweaks. We're tweaking, right? And so I think he was asked, and I believe it was by Sipple, is this a reset? Can we play that clip? And he gets a little agitated with this. Really? All right, so I love Coach Rule, by the way. I love how passionate he got about that question. I've been asked, is this a rebuilding year? Like, every year is a rebuilding year with the NIL, with the transfer portal. You can rebuild every single year. In fact, a lot of teams have to because they lose people to graduation, they lose them to the transfer portal, and you've got to rebuild, right? Look what Dion tried to do at Colorado. Obviously, kind of a failed experiment, right? I think after one spring ball, he lost 54 players to the transfer portal. Like, that's nuts. I think we have 4 or 5 guys, I don't know, in the transfer portal right now. Might be more after this bowl game. We'll see. Once again, I think we're rebuilding every year. A reset, yeah, that I could see how he got a little upset with that. But we made changes. The offensive line coach is out. 2 new ones in. 2. We got a run game coordinator and an offensive line coach, and obviously, defensive coordinator gone, new one in already. Excited about what I've heard around the program from my inside scoop. Is this DC is pretty fun, pretty electric. Like, he's not quite Eckler level enthusiasm, but pretty darn close. I don't know how you match Eckler's.
No, but he gets fired up.
He gets fired up, and he's very passionate about the game. And I'm excited for the bowl game because these new coaches get to come in and coach with these. They don't have to wait till the spring because you can't do anything during winter conditioning, right? So they don't have to wait till the spring to see what they got. Transfer portal opens up, January 2nd, something like that.
Yep.
So, hey, my son could be the one that gets the talking to that says, hey, you're probably not going to fit. He's a designated student athlete, so I don't think they're going to ask him to leave by any means, but he's not on scholarship. That's what that means. And so I don't think but there's going to be some kids on scholarship that are going to get told, hey, we just don't see a future here for you. We need to go out to the portal and find some people that we believe do have a future here, right? So we're rebuilding every single year. And I've said this several times on Winter World Wednesday with Terrell and Bach that, like, I wouldn't want to be a head college football coach right now. It's got to be super frustrating.
Yeah, I think that's why Saban dipped when he did.
Yeah, and he's having fun on the college game day, and he's awesome at it. I think Terrell said, hey, why doesn't Saban just become the commissioner of college football, and have a 10-person board? And, and I think we're going that route. I think the NCAA's lost a lot of its oomph, the
integrity.
Yeah, they just can't. They have no power over anybody at this point. So can we win this game? Right? I want us to win this game. I'm praying we just don't get run out of the stadium, right?
A 16.5-point spread isn't fun to look at.
No, not at all. I guess Tulane and James Madison are looking at bigger spreads, but they're also playing in the college football playoff. So we're not. We're playing in a bowl game against a ranked opponent, high-powered offense. Not a great run defense. I think, obviously, if we have Emmett, we probably got a way better chance at narrowing that spread a little bit. Without Emmett, we're going to find out. Mekhi Nelson, to me, watching him in practice, very good practice back. Hasn't had a lot of time, hasn't had a lot of carries. And the carries he has had, he's kind of, he just needs experience. Yeah. So it's a good thing for these guys. They're going to get some experience. Number 22, I can't think of his name.
Mosey,
yes, freshman. Kenneth, number 20. Well, he was 25. I think he's 32 now. He's pretty good in practice. So these backs, this is not a great run defense. So I think we can hopefully get the ground game established. And I think we have to keep the ball away from their offense.
Yeah. The nice thing, too, about these younger backs is the whole season, it was Emmett Johnson's backfield. Yeah. So every single practice, the first team reps, pretty much all of them are going to Emmett. And now you have a month to prep, and you're getting these new backs the opportunity to practice first team.
And is it, we may find out we have to go to the portal to get us a back, and spend some money. I think what Emmett was able to accomplish should attract some high caliber backs to want to transfer here, especially now that we've got a new offensive line coach, because Emmett did that pretty much on his own, from everything that I saw. So
question from Bill and Bennett, what would a win against Utah do for our program? What does that mean? What would that mean for Nebraska?
I think it would be huge. Obviously, it would break the curse of the not being able to beat a ranked opponent. I think it would help recruiting. I think it would help everything if we could upset Utah. The only thing that could the only downside of playing this game against Utah is getting run out of the building, getting beat by 30 or something, but our last two games have not been. And I think once again, that was a change. That was a reason for a change to the defensive coordinator. I don't think we're going to get run out of it. I think we keep this close, one score, maybe, 10 points. I think we keep it close. And if we keep it close, hey, and we kept a lot of those games close except for the last two, right? And we were close with Michigan. We were close with USC. Obviously Minnesota was a debacle. Don't know what happened there. I'm not even going to bring that up. I just try to flush that one. But we kept a lot of these games close until Penn State, Iowa. Did not finish. In Matt Rule said that, man, we faded at the end of the season. What's going on? I think with the energy that the new DC is bringing in, it sounds like Coach Rule's been down, on the in the mix with the defensive linemen. Coaching them up because we don't have a defensive line coach yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how our defense performs. I think our offense will be fine against them. It's whether or not we can stop them. And a win would be huge. And it will start the whole conversation over again about, can we make the playoff next year? Right. So, unfortunately, we've got Indiana, Oregon, Washington, and Ohio State all on our schedule next year. We do have 3 of them at home. We go to Oregon.
Yep.
The other 3 are at home. So you would have to win all your other games plus 2 against those 4 teams to potentially be, 10-2 with a conversation, because I think our strength of schedule will be plenty
up
high.
there. Yeah. Do you win 10 with 2 losses to whether it's Ohio State, Indiana, or Oregon, Washington? You have those are your 2 losses. I think that's a pretty good look for this.
So I think a win against the 13th ranked Utah gets us starting to talk about that we can beat these teams at home potentially, right? And so a loss, we're probably looking, hey, 8-4 is going to be a great year next year. We won 5 the first year, 6 the second year, 7 the third, 8 would be building, right?
It's moving, but slowly, but it's moving.
And that's when you play in the Big Ten and you have this schedule, it's going to be like that, right? So yeah, I think that's going to be the key there. I want us to win. I think we're going to win. Probably not. I think we're going to show up and play better team defense than we have in obviously the last 2 games. But all right, we're going to have to go to break. We've talked about football at the national level right here at home. And when we come back, we're going to shift to a program that defines consistency, excellence, and championship standards with the Nebraska volleyball team. So stick with us. We'll be right back here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Happy holidays, Nebraska. The Christmas event of the year is coming to the Lead Center. A Christmas Story, the musical, with all your favorite funny gags. The Fragile leg lamp, the Red Ryder BB gun, the ridiculous pink bunny suit, and more. All the fun of the movie, now with singing and dancing as seen on Broadway, with music by Pasek and Paul, the writers of The Greatest Showman. We triple dog dare you to get your tickets today. Leadcenter.org.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats. All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Uhlir, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
When equipment breaks down and operations come to a halt, every single second counts. So why is your maintenance team spending 60% of their time doing anything but turning wrenches? MaintainX is the AI-powered maintenance and asset management system that helps your team get back to actually fixing breakdowns. No more searching for manuals. No more hunting down parts. No more drowning in paperwork. With MaintainX, your team can access manuals from anywhere, create new procedures in minutes, and turn voice notes into clear and complete work order feedback. What used to take hours now only takes minutes. Keep your operations moving, not your paperwork. Join over 11,000 maintenance teams that are already fixing more and filing less. Try MaintainX for free today. Go to maintainx.com/AI. That's maintain and the letter x.com/AI.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers, starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Back to the Power Hour with Todd Uhlir on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back in this final segment, brought to you by Window World Lincoln and SetTheBarSubs.com. Partners who understand that excellence isn't accidental. All right, let's talk about the Husker volleyball program. Big, heartbreaking loss last Sunday to Texas A&M. It was a great match. I don't know if I've ever seen a 37-35 game before, but I've never been more emotional in my life about a sporting event, probably for that period from 23 to 37. It was crazy. So unfortunately, our ladies were on the wrong end of that in a five game match, and Texas A&M got to the Final Four for the first time in program history. Congratulations. Logan Lednicki is phenomenal lefty. And then I can't think of the other girl's name, but they just on a roll, and they went, Thursday. Feels like yesterday. They went and, swept Pitt, who, Pitt's been to 5 straight Final Fours. Experienced. They got Olivia Babcock, who won Player of the Year last year, and shut them down, beat them 3-0, swept them. So, I'm cheering for Texas A&M because, as long as they win the national championship, our girls probably be ranked number 2.
Mm-hmm.
But great second match on Thursday was the Kentucky. Who'd they play? How come I can't think of it? I watched it. Oh, Wisconsin. Hate Wisconsin. So Mimi, I can't think of her name, but she transferred from Oregon over to Wisconsin, and she had over 33 kills. It was a 5-set match. It was a great match to watch. If you're not watching college volleyball right now, you're missing out on some unbelievable performances. These ladies are amazing athletes, and they're diving on the floor. It looks like it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I had pads on, at least, when I went down. Same with you, Tristan. They have these little knee pads.
Just the knee pads, yeah.
That are not even on their knees. I don't know why they do that. But when I grew up, there was big. They looked like volleyballs on your knees. That's what the girls wore. So just shout out to Nebraska volleyball. We had 4 girls named to the All-American team. First team, Bergen Riley, who's up for Player of the Year. Harper Murray and Andy Jackson. Congratulations. And then second team was, Nebraska's own
Rebecca Alec.
Rebecca Alec, yeah. That's those concussions, that CTE kicking in. Rebecca Alec, second team. I think it's interesting to see. Harper Murray, Andy Jackson, Bergen Riley as freshmen come in. They go to the finals. They lose to Texas in the final. How they reacted in the press conference that first year. Harper said, we're going to win 3 national championships. And then kind of things went crazy. And then last year after losing, in the Final Four, different reaction. This year, different reaction. It's just crazy to watch these girls mature, right? And realize that they're playing a sport at such a high level, and there's other teams out there playing it at the same level. 33-1, phenomenal season, Husker ladies. Excited. Becca Alec graduates. She's the only one that really had any significant time that's graduating. And I think we are just we're not resetting.
Not resetting. Don't say reset.
So, what I and then obviously new coach, right? DKB, right? They call her. She came in, led the team to the first winning all Big Ten conference games, Big Ten conference championship, that kind of thing. It's a great start for her career here at Nebraska. And I think what the girls looked like, and nothing against John Cook's coaching by any means at all, but they looked like they loved it. They loved every minute they were out there.
And even after they lost, they realized, like, man, this is just such a treasure to just get to put on the Nebraska uniform and play for Nebraska. And I think they all felt really, really bad they let the fans down, right? And I think all of us fans are like, we feel bad for them, you know. And obviously, I think there was some you know, Bergen Riley wasn't at her best for, you know, I think she was sick, you know, but once again, not making excuses. Great year for the ladies. So from college football, the Husker Bowl season, and celebrating the excellence in Nebraska volleyball, this is what the Power Hour is all about. Big thanks to Window World Lincoln and Set the Bar Subs for powering the show, and thank you for tuning in every week. Remember, results matter, but standards matter more. I'm Todd Uhlir. This has been the Power Hour. Go Big Red. God bless. Much love. Peace out.